Xi Jinping announced, it has become a national project, and elevating its status to something on par with, like, the Belt and Road Initiative you just mentioned. It's a crucial economic strategy aimed at, overhauling China's growth model, shifting away, from previous growth, that's a path that's heavily reliant on relentless, expansion of pollutive, and labor-intensive industries. So the program is basically, is comprised of 4 parts. The first one is about boosting China's, tech capability, reducing its reliance on foreign technology, boosting indigenous technology. And second is about, calling for boosting cooperation among governments of provinces around the region, which includes, Shanghai, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and Anhui, which together, account for like a total of China's GDP. So it's a very important part of China's economy. And the third one is about infrastructure. So the program is, urging to invest like, trillions of yuan in investment to boost the connectivity of roads and bridges and highways, high-speed rails, as well as some energy infrastructure from pipelines to power grids, to create, to further drive expansion of what's already, the world's largest, one of the world's largest city clusters. And the last, not least, the program also emphasizes green development, calling for harmony, between economic development and also economic growth. Yeah.
Those seem like very ambitious points, but at the same time, I can't wonder but think about the broader Chinese economic slowdown, not to mention the geopolitical tensions that China continues to face. Steve was just talking about the Belt and Road Initiative and how it's been criticized as a debt trap among some nations as well. So where does this Yangtze River Delta initiative go from here?
Is facing a lot of challenges, including geopolitical tension just mentioned. Tech investment, as China definitely, is not attracting tech investment because of the U.S. sanctions just, mentioned. And, the integration among regional economies is also a problem because, the economic slowdown actually, has made local governments competing harder for projects and investment instead, rather than, boosting coordination among each other. Infrastructure investment requires a lot of investment, but fiscal coffers of local government have been dented by 3 years of COVID lockdown, and also decline in land sales. Revenue is drying up. Probably the biggest progress China has made in this project is green development. China has started construction, the first phase of the pilot zone for the Yangtze integration project, which is a water town Pall designed to a village basically, designed to showcase the green development model, showing the harmony, coexistence of economic development, ecological protection. So it's something that China has been working on for, but whatever, it's a multi-decade probably long-term strategy that will have profound impact on China's future economy if successful.